M&M's, one of the most iconic chocolate brands in the world, has a success story that blends innovation, clever marketing, and a dash of creativity. What began as a simple idea during wartime quickly transformed into a global phenomenon that continues to captivate people of all ages. The journey of M&M's is not just about candy. It's about strategic decisions, memorable moments, and the irresistible appeal of a chocolate-covered candy shell. The story starts in 1941, during World War II. Forrest Mars, the son of the founder of Mars Inc., was trying to figure out a way to make chocolate that could withstand the heat and harsh conditions of wartime. At the time, most chocolates would melt quickly, making them impractical for soldiers in the field. Mars teamed up with Bruce Murray, the son of Hershey's president, to create a solution. Together, they came up with a chocolate that was coated in a hard candy shell, something that would protect the chocolate inside and prevent it from melting. They named the product M&M's after their initials, Mars and Murray. With the outbreak of war, the U.S. military was looking for foods that were easy to transport and didn't spoil easily. M&M's quickly became the perfect solution. It wasn't long before the candy was packed up and shipped overseas, where soldiers discovered a new kind of chocolate treat. The candy quickly gained popularity among the troops. After the war, M&M's found its way to the general public, and it was clear that the colorful candy-coated chocolates had a bright future ahead. By the late 1940s, Mars began to mass-produce M&M's for the civilian market. The brand's clever marketing strategy played a huge role in its rise to fame. The candy's bright, colorful shells were unlike anything on the market, and Mars took full advantage of this by advertising M&M's as not just chocolate, but as something fun and special. The slogan, "Melts in your mouth, not in your hand," became an instant classic, and the company used it in countless advertisements. This catchy phrase emphasized the product's unique selling point, the hard candy shell that kept the chocolate intact. It was the kind of message that stuck with consumers and helped the candy stand out from the competition. But it wasn't just the product that set M&M's apart. It was the brand's creative approach to marketing. In the 1950s, M&M's introduced its first animated characters, the red and yellow M&M's. These two characters were more than just mascots. They became the faces of the brand, bringing personality and humor to the candy. These animated M&M's had their own quirks and stories, which made them relatable to audiences and gave them something to connect with. This was a groundbreaking move in advertising at the time and paved the way for future mascots, which would continue to define the brand for decades. In 1976, M&M's took another leap forward with the introduction of peanut M&M's. The new variety was an instant hit, combining the classic milk chocolate with a crunchy peanut center. This new version of M&M's not only expanded the product line, but also attracted a whole new segment of chocolate lovers. The success of peanut M&M's was just the beginning. Over the years, the brand continued to experiment with new flavors and variations, such as peanut butter M&M's in 1989 and almond M&M's in 2000. With each new release, M&M's expanded its reach and kept the candy fresh and exciting. In the early 2000s, the company's marketing evolved with the times. M&M's embraced the internet and launched its first website, which allowed consumers to create personalized M&M's, adding their names or messages to the candy. This innovative idea gave fans a unique way to interact with the brand and made M&M's even more personal. Meanwhile, M&M's continued to push boundaries with bold and quirky commercials, featuring the animated characters in increasingly outrageous scenarios. The brand's use of humor and wit in its advertising kept it fresh and relatable, especially with younger audiences.
Scaling up this teleportation-based method to link many processors across global distances is another challenge. The Oxford experiment demonstrated success with a limited number of processors, but for a fully functioning quantum network, this method must be scaled up. Nonetheless, promising developments are already underway. Quantum computing is progressing at an astonishing rate. This breakthrough brings us one step closer to a future where quantum computers solve problems that classical computers never could. The dream of quantum supremacy, where quantum machines outperform classical supercomputers, is within reach. The future of computing is rapidly approaching, and it's more exciting than ever.